Hello, my name's David Dunlow. I'm here at the Hemlock Solar Farm, and I want to talk to you a little bit about my experience with leasing my property to Hemlock for the solar farm. Before I was introduced to Hemlock Solar Company, we farmed this land. We grew cotton, peanuts, and soybeans, and we purchased a farm maybe 15 years ago, so and kind of had a little sentimental value of attached to the land and the farming that we did. The farming is a family business. We probably worked somewhere around 4,500 to 5,000 acres of land. Now, we don't own all that land. Most of it is rented from other families. Our property we own may be 600-700 acres. So with that being said, you know, we had to really look at it. Do we want to turn our family farmland into a solar farm? So, but we did, and so far it's been good. Well, it was sort of a long process, and I think we were one of the first ones, if not the first, and start this project. So it took a little longer than normal. And since then, we've done a couple other projects which moved along pretty quick. But this one, it took maybe even up to a year. But one of the concerns I had was the land being productive and getting some income out of it. So they were kind enough, as we negotiated, so all right, what we're going to do is pay you your farm rent just like you were farming it until the solar farm is up and running, and then it turned over into a solar lease. I'm not sure how they actually got my name or located the property, but they actually was a phone call and asked would I be interested. And you know, my initial response was certainly I'll listen and I'll talk, and we'll start there. But we investigated, looked into it, and decided to give it a try. And so far, up to now, it's turned out really well. It's done good for us. That was always in the back of my mind. I'm providing food and fiber for the country, and you know, I hate to stop that land from producing that, but then when I looked at it, it's clean solar energy. And so after we thought about it and went around and around with that, we decided that you know, we would be willing to put a solar farm on our property. Because when I work all day long producing food and fiber, I like that. But when I go home at night, I like to have a cool house and a hot shower, so I have to have electricity too. So I think there's a balance between, would I do every farm I have solar farm? No. I think there's a balance there. It's sort of like Dad taught me, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So if we have a bad farming crop, you know, the solar farm is still there, you know, and so that's sort of the way we looked at it. We've been doing this project now, I think 5 or 6 years, and you know, I've been looking for negative effects and haven't found any. One of the benefits, may not mean a lot to many people, but I mean, it's with the area fenced in, and we see tons of rabbits, and the only thing I can come from is that the rabbits get in away from the predators, and they just, I mean, it's tons of rabbits, which is good, I guess. So anyway, that's been a good thing. And well, I know, talking about long term, I was a little bit concerned about how much construction was going to be on my farm. You know, because at the end of the lease, they're going to turn it back over, the land back over to me. And then, I don't know that I'll be around, but maybe my children or grandchildren would be able to farm it. And I was pleased that it's basically just the solar panels. There's not a lot of cement slabs or construction that went on that would be hard to take down and go back to farming. I think it would be pretty simple to, once the lease is over, they pick it up, move along, and the land is right back to where it was, you know, before they came. One of the short term that I found out, I mean, the land is here, the grass is growing, it's the soil's being protected. You know, it's not like it's asphalt and gravel everywhere. It's pretty much in the state it was when we were farming it. We're just not farming it. Like I said, we were one of the first ones, and so we did a lot of trials and errors. But one of the most important things we did was hired a good lawyer who was familiar with solar farms, and he kind of advised us as we went forward. I was concerned about the county taxes, because with ag, county taxes is a little different rate than, say, solar farm. And I didn't want to have a great big tax bill every year. So we negotiated through that, which made us comfortable, and moved forward. So just those little things there, it just took time to get through, but we got through them. And so far, it's been good.